Hello. If you want to create a business, that's a very good idea. And there is nonetheless one big obstacle very often. That's our doubts and our fears. Doubts and fears of what exactly? Now think about it for just 1 second and imagine you're the only person living on Earth. Will you have any doubts or any fears? Not at all. Why? Because the doubts and the fears we have are based on what others are going to do. How are they going to react? What are they going to think? What are they going to say? And so on. So in this way, our doubts and our fears are based on the world perceived as an enemy, as someone who can hurt ourselves. And that's the only problem, really. So the real thing is to avoid this perception. And how do you avoid to perceive the world as a potential enemy? That's a very good question. And if you observe how we work, how we function, you can only think of the world as being aggressive towards you. If you have those kinds of thoughts and ideas, you over others. We always think that it's only others that are aggressive against ourselves. And we are the good ones, but they are bad with us. And that cannot be possible. If you are full of love for everyone and for the world you perceive, and you understand, others, even if they are aggressive, you wouldn't feel bad about yourself, whatever happens. You wouldn't feel bad about the reaction of others and say, okay, they're all kind of people, they have their reactions, okay, but you still feel good. If you're full of love, you have no problems with that. So that's not necessarily easy to realize and to be willing to realize that, but we have those kinds of thoughts towards others too. And because of that, we feel and we perceive the world as a potential enemy. And if we are to, stand out, create new things, be different as others, and if you want to create a business, create something, you're going to be different. You're going to be perceived as different and judged, because everyone that stands out is judged. We as human have the very bad habit of judging everything, having an idea. It's good, it's bad, I like, I don't like, and so on. And the less you have things to do, or the more you want to, I would say, distract yourself from your own life, the more you're going to look and judge others. Okay, that's a fact, that's a thing. How can you avoid this perception and these doubts for yourself? Very simple. Change this habit of you judging others, of you having a bad opinion of others. That's very critical. The less you're going to judge others, the less you'll have doubts about yourself, because you won't, it's just incredible, but we perceive the world as being the same as ourselves. If I'm judging everyone every time and I have a bad opinion of everyone, or at least of a lot of persons, I can only imagine that others are doing the same with me. That's it. It's not about thinking about it. It's just my world. It works this way because I am like that with others. So others are inevitably like that with me. That's just the world I have created, the kind of creations I have created between me and others. There's no reason, and it's inconceivable that it works one way and not the other. If I'm full of love with others, I'm going to perceive the world totally differently. So really think about it. Try that. Observe yourself and realize all the negative opinions we tend to have and the judgment we make with others. Instead of that, I just propose, okay, be very comprehensive, just understand that others make mistakes, others are angry. It's not necessarily about yourself. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with yourself, even if they're angry about, against you. But it's just they're expressing their anger in this situation, and you are the person opposed in front of this person at this moment. If you can just see those kinds of things and realize it has nothing to do with you, everyone's just, with their problems, with their angers, with their negative things, with their errors, mistakes, so on, and it's just, not a problem. You're going to see that you won't have a problem with you standing out and creating new things, and that is going to help a lot for your business. Okay, try that, think about it. It's very, very powerful. It changes a lot of things. Okay, don't hesitate. You have my training if you want more on how to decondition yourself on my website. Click the link below, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.